Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this, your Capricorn February 2024 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, clairvoyant. Well, this month we have an interesting deck. It's called Spolia. Now, it was an independent deck. It last printed several years or more ago, and the artist said, I'm not doing any more tarot, I've done that, I'm moving on to other things. And so if you were one of the lucky ones to get hold of it, to keep hold of it, because several months ago, looking around on eBay at different things, I saw a pack of the Spolia tarot being sold for some hundreds of dollars. So it's probably even more than that now, but so there you go. Anyway, you and I get to see what a lot of other people are going to miss out on, so that's something between us. Now, what is also the case is that over the course of the last month, I've done a number of one-on-one clairvoyant readings for Capricorns from different parts of the world over FaceTime and Skype. And if you might be interested to see what's involved in that, at the end of the video, have a look at the description box. Now, separately, I've also done a number of healings for people from different parts of the world over FaceTime and Skype. I charge for the readings. Healings are free. That spiritual gift was provided to me on the basis that I receive nothing in return, and so it's free. There's no benefit to me. You won't be sold or recommended anything by me or anybody else. It's a free lunch without any obligation whatsoever. So if you feel in need of that, reach out and we'll see if we can get something to happen with our respective schedules. Now, let me see. We've got 5 cards that we're going to take because we only need 5. We don't spend just 5 seconds on the card, but they're very talkative, aren't they? And it's great to see the subscribers again. Do you know, thank you for welcoming me into your home. I enjoy your company each month, and who wouldn't? Who wouldn't enjoy your company after all? And you know, of course, don't you, that we don't have any video advertisements breaking their way into this content, and so you get to enjoy the experience of it the whole way through uninterrupted. Now, let's get these cards to do their job, shall we? And show me the magic. 3 of Cups. Clearly you want to come out. Wheel of Fortune. Here is 3 of Swords. Lovely flower there. 3 of Wands. This is Strength. Now, as is our usual practice, I'll bring the camera around. You and I can have a good close look at the imagery on these cards together while they speak to us both, and I'll do the reading for you. Right, a couple of major arcana down here. We might do those first. And then 3 threes. Very interesting. Very auspicious for you. 3 times 3. Here we have, well, as you might gather, the planet of Jupiter coming into place here, which is all about, for you, expansion and good luck. Here is the Wheel of Fortune itself. 1, 2, these 3, 4 birds here, I think, they refer to, I would imagine, different stages of life. And these 2 wrens at the bottom there, well, I suppose they might feel like the butterflies that come into your stomach before you are about to engage upon a new adventure. This is the Lord of the forces of life, and it brings good fortune, abundance, and prosperity here to you. Jupiter is bringing to you a new beginning and an expansion here. There's great creativity, a big breakthrough, self-realization, and really an unexpected fortune. There's luck, good luck around you, a chance opportunity. There's winning here, a few ups and downs, of course. Fate has a lot to play here, but there could also well be a life-changing meeting. This energy here for you is a definite yes. Now, this Wheel of Fortune card represents the ever-changing cycles in your life. Your life is in constant motion, isn't it? Revolving around the ups and downs that life hands out to you. No moment ever stays the same. And just as you are getting comfortable, the wheel turns and you are moving towards another situation. Sometimes good, and admittedly sometimes not so good. Now at times you may think that the wheel is stuck in the bad luck sludge. Well, you've got to remember that the Wheel of Fortune is also the karmic wheel of fate. So on the many multi-levels of lifetime, you may be paying a bigger bill this time around than another. But eventually the wheel does shift. This time it's shifting in your favor. Sometimes you just don't recognize it because you are so wound up in what you think should happen rather than what is happening. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is the game of life. Now, there are no guarantees in life, but how you play out your fate is up to you. The lessons you learn from your experiences, from your mistakes, your failures, your misfortunes, and your successes and victories in life, well, they are all gifts that you take on your spiritual journey. And the Wheel of Fortune's number here is number 10, and that is the number of completion and rebirth into a new cycle. It symbolizes the doorway to a new journey, and for you, a new prosperous cycle. So be ready at this time to act upon any unexpected opportunities. And remember, when times are good, stay centered, stay in the middle of this wheel, because things can always change. And if you think that now things are challenging, don't be discouraged, because this is a turning point. Things are going to get better. Change is about to happen. Now, you may need to alter your present course of action or change things around to set the stage for the right outcomes to come into your life. Now, if no miracles are happening, something is wrong. You stand before the possibility of a great breakthrough now, so use the moment. And are you really ready for the great fortune? And what's standing in the way? Write down or list to a trusted person what good fortune means to you in the present situation. Then make a new list of everything which is preventing you from experiencing good fortune right now. And say this: I am a prosperous individual. I am flexible in times of change. I enjoy manifesting internal abundance externally. Abundance which created me is what I am, and I am now ready for the miracle of my life. Now, I mentioned that we would probably take this other major arcana. Let's have a look at it. Let me see what is on it. It is quite minimalistic in a way, isn't it? Well, let's have a look here. What do I see? Well, there's a big lion there, but coincidentally, I see the sun ruling Leo with Uranus exalted. This is the daughter of the flaming sword. And this is speaking to me of passion for you now, a multi-dimensional creativity, great talent, endurance and strength, not surprisingly, and the integration of your animal energies, and more particularly, the overcoming of old fears and conditionings. This is a time, I think, of great courage for you, of strength, of control of your life forces. And this may well also be a signal for the commencement of a great love affair or the deepening of an existing love relationship. Although the card is referred to as strength, I actually prefer this energy to be called lust, because it is more than just strength. Strength gives you the implication of a machine being able to effortlessly move weights along, whereas lust is about enjoyment of life. I suppose the difference is in another way. If you can imagine a plate of chocolates, when you see them, there is an expectation that's in your mind. There is a feeling when you see the plate of chocolates. But if you eat a chocolate, well, that's a different experience altogether, isn't it? That is the energy here. It's the energy of enjoyment that's here. This is, in a sense, an energy representing divine intoxication, divine ecstasy, and a divine madness. The woman herself here, I suppose, appears intoxicated. Now remember, I am looking at this lion here, this animal. Well, the animal within you is not tamed or integrated by struggle and repressing it, but rather through affirming it, accepting it, and surrendering it, shining your light onto it. The strength you gain in this process helps you overcome old fears and restrictive conditioning, which are symbolized, I think, by these flowers that are coming up there. Do you know, this energy reveals its valuable creative potential only when fully tasted, when fully savored and drunk in. And only then can it be understood and be implemented in your own process of becoming aware. This is a time, I think, when you could be challenging conventional views on what a spiritual path is, and more particularly what that spiritual path is, the right one for you. I can certainly tell you that you are not going to be punished by a God who has any moral issues with your love life. Guilt and self-inflicted punishment are wrong in this area. I think this also relates to you having a passion for a particular situation or an activity. Certainly, this is a time when you will be engaging with life to the fullest and also being comfortable with your sexuality. I think also it's necessary for you to accept your physical desires for what they are, rejoicing in them, but not letting them throw your life out of balance. Again, very much the sense here of a passionate relationship, one with a great degree of sexual and emotional intensity. And also this feeling of you doing something just because you love doing it, but without overthinking it. If you are ready to accept all that you find in yourself, you'll be able to move through everything with deep sensitivity, awareness, love, and understanding. Now, what areas of your life would you like to live out more fully? What has prevented you from doing so in the past? And are you ready to deal with this anew? Take in everything with more awareness. You know, we often experience emotions such as love, sadness, pain, rage, or fear as obstacles, only because we have never learned to use them as firewood to stoke the energy and the fire within us. Say this to yourself at this moment. I enjoy expressing my energy, my vitality, and my enthusiasm in all that I experience. I am a person of character and strength. I have unlimited creative resources to tap into and to express, and I enjoy living to the utmost. Now, next we were going to go to, well, we weren't going to go anywhere, but let's have a look to see where we were going to go, or might go, rather. Well, this is closest. Let's do this and have a look at it. This Three of Swords. Oh, what is going on here with these other cards around it? Do you know, sometimes I think this could be a difficult energy, but for you I don't think it is, and I'll say why. First of all, for me, the astrology of it is Saturn ruling the second decan of Libra. Well, Saturn is exalted in Libra, so I think we can expect some good things there. The other thing is, of course, that Saturn is your ruler. And so what might be otherwise something of a present issue of maybe of grief or mental anguish or emotional pain or something is actually, I think, for you, really rather, and to do with that air sign of Libra, really something more to do with mental. It's remembrances. It's you thinking about past events which have upset you, past relationships which you found some heartbreaking perhaps, and past words that still haunt you. But nevertheless, I think that these are things that are only temporary, and they're going to pass, as these cards are showing. Now, for other people, but not for you, I would suggest that this energy is different for you. This card, and I have seen energy which does relate to this card sometimes, which symbolizes a heavy heart that is carrying sorrow within it. Well, it can then bring mental anguish, heartbreak, defeat, fears, loss, and unhappiness. But with you, I think that has passed, but the memory of it hasn't passed. But what is happening now is that there is the opportunity for you to transform those past sorrows into new insights and understandings. This is a kind of a looking back and saying, what did I learn from it and how do I get my life to now move forward? Because those thoughts and things, they're dead and in the cemetery, and I don't need to go taking flowers to the grave. The real secret to this energy is not to bury your past painful experiences, but to remember that they are in the past. And to say to yourself, well, what did I learn from it? Shifting the painful emotions and negative thinking from the past now into neutral ground where you neither think good or bad about it. The gift of this energy for you this month is to transform that past sorrow and pain into now a real healing and growth. Painful memories that are being held in the mind and heart probably need to be looked at, accepted as being in the past, processed and let go so that you can heal. Now this energy is encouraging you to empty the sadness that's in your heart. Now, of course, the pain of losing something special, well, that's an individual experience that each person processes differently. And there are different stages of grieving, aren't there? Denial, anger, guilt, loneliness, depression, I suppose. But this energy is saying that your ultimate goal is to take back your personal power and gain the strength to live your life at a renewed level, freed, letting the weight of those things lift from your shoulders. Understanding and wisdom come, because as one door closes, another door is opening. You see, what's happening here is that there is a cleansing of your mind and heart from the heaviness of life's past pain, which is now buried in the cemetery. And it is bringing to you truth and clarity in situations, relationships, or issues that have been in denial. It changes the focus off the old emotional wounds and defeating thoughts to allow you to live in the present. Now, I'm not saying that cleansing is necessarily an easy process, but you've got to go through it, and the rewards are many. Remember, the past is gone. You don't need to live in the prison cell any longer. And this cleansing is going to give you a sense of lightness and strength. As I say, the weight will be lifted from your shoulders. The cleanse here is detoxing and rejuvenating your spirit so that a new identity and perspective can emerge. Now, as I say, it is Saturn in Libra. Saturn is exalted in Libra, which means that Venus, that is the ruler of Libra, which is about love, it's about relationships, and about attracting to you the things that you want. It treats Saturn as an honored guest. And so Saturn, which has got a bad rap in some circles, but not with me, Saturn can bring things back in line so that your soul purpose can be lived out properly here. Now, Saturn can be a strict teacher, but what it does do is it makes all impurities visible, and it blocks all comfortable avenues of escape. Now, the lesson to be learned here is no less than you mastering care and worry. Remember, the past is in the graveyard, and any brooding or distrustful outlook needs to be seen by you as negative energy, which separates you from your origins and which is holding you back. Now, there could also be a tension-loaded three-sided relationship here, and this energy could be coming in to explode or destroy it in some way. And that situation is going to demand clear decisions from you, because any attempt to avoid making the clear decisions will cause sorrow and worry. So this energy is here for you now, a real charge to you to make clear, unwavering decisions. And only in this way can any lost balance, that's that Libra aspect here, Saturn coming into Libra to bring balance back to your life, which is coming back to your life. Only if you make those decisions will that balance be regained. Now, what decisions are difficult to you to make or to face? Remember this, though. Every problem contains within it its own solution. Well, there were some other threads around, weren't there? And let's have a look at it here. Here we have the Lord of Abundance. And what is going on here? What is astrology doing? Well, it's Mercury in the second decan of Cancer here. Well, in Cancer. Well, Cancer is the most maternal of the signs. And it's like a woman's womb in which a seeded egg can stick and grow things. Now, Mercury, of course, is about will and communication, and it is coming into Cancer, which is about nurturing. So you can express your feelings fully with people that you are close to, and that is going to enrich your life. So I think that there is here an overflowing exchange of love, rare, valuable feelings and perceptions which can be communicated intimately. The other thing I think that this energy is doing for you is that it is bringing celebration, good times and fulfillment, happiness and joy. This is a very strong healing energy here that's going to bring you well-being. Now, it is a bonding card also that brings strong, supportive friendships and these loving relationships that I was talking about before. Now, with this time here and this energy, your heart is full, your life is happy, and your spirit is high. Mind, body, and spirit, they join hands and dance together. Now, the secret to this energy is appreciating and embracing your joy and good fortune. It is time to celebrate your accomplishments. This 3 is saying, seize the moment, enjoy this precious time. Now, the experience here will bring also a new journey for you. The outcome of this, the secret, by approaching it with that secret way, is that there is a sharing of joyful celebration with good friends and family. The sun is shining on your path and your life is blessed here. Now, because this card has entered, and remember, it's the first one that you drew, it's bringing you success, completion, and new beginnings, just as this Wheel of Fortune was doing here as well. It also signals fertility and birth, so you're going to hear something about that. You just feel good at the moment. It's bringing joy, happiness, and laughter. And if your heart is from time to time a bit low, then this very light-hearted, joyful energy reminds you that, as they say in the classics, laughter is the best medicine. Appreciate and enjoy your friends, sharing your joys, your loves, and your successes, and honoring theirs as well. And the uplifting energy here could well be bringing a party with food, music, lots of merriment. It's a great time to be alive, so have some fun. Now, this Suit of Cups is about relationships, your experience of relationship and experience of love. Well, the love represented here is of the highest order, and it is available to be shared with only a small circle of people. Now, this 3 may stand for 3 important people in your life with whom you can share these precious and exquisite feelings with great intimacy. Now, such relationships are rare gifts, so care for them with respect and gratitude. You have something especially valuable to share now, so be open for the people who you can share these exquisite feelings with. They are also a gift. You don't need to look for them. This is a great time to tell other people that you love them and to give a kind word to those people to whom a kind word is actually very rarely received. Now, are there any people to whom you have not yet outwardly expressed the love you feel for them? Give whatever you would like to now in full awareness of your boundless riches, and say to yourself, today life gives me everything I need to be happy. And then finally we come to this card. We might have to do it rather quickly because I'm conscious of your time here. This is the 3 of Wands. Well, this is bringing prosperity to you and abundance and great degree of happiness and success. This is the Sun in the 2nd decan of Aries. Well, the Sun is also exalted in Aries, and so this placement is particularly favorable. And Aries enjoys a challenge, doesn't it? And Aries suns are happiest when their lives are moving forward and active. This is a time of honesty here for you, of self-confidence, and I don't see you making any compromises. You have ideas crystallizing and becoming real. There is now the confirmation that you are on the right path. I do see business, work, expansion here. And it could well be that you are thinking of trying to turn a hobby into a business. You perceive and allow your own power to play, never giving it over to someone else in an attitude of diminishing yourself in front of them. And this is a time of great dynamic energy for you. You have a direction in your life now, and it's important for you to proceed from a place of integrity before making any decisions. If you have clarity of mind and of heart, then act. But unless you do have that clarity, then don't act. If you do have it, now is the time to do it. Pay attention to your own internal stillness. Center yourself. Are there any reasons for self-doubt? Do you still doubt your virtues? And say to yourself, I have the power to, and the virtue to reflect and to know. Well done. Well, I told you that the art on these cards was very interesting, didn't I? And very rare, it seems, today. And I hope you enjoyed that reading as much as I enjoyed giving it to you, which I certainly did. It's great to see you, and thank you. Now, the only favor that I'd ask, if you have made it this far, is would you do me the favor of pressing the like button on the way out? That's good for the YouTube computer, as you would understand, and allows people to come and see these readings. Now, of course, unless I see you privately, then the next time I see you will be next month. And so remember that, until then, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. And until then, it's bye for now.